Disney's Snow White 2025 is a $336 million disaster. No prince, no dwarves, terrible CGI, and a lead actress who hates original movie. Add in political drama, on-set tension with Gal Gadot, and fans destroying the trailer online, and you've got a recipe for the Disney's biggest flop ever. What went wrong? Let's break it down. According to Forbes, Snow White needs to make at least $336 million just to break even. To put that in perspective, that's more than some of the Marvel movies make these days. And judging by the trailer's reception, where the dislike button got smashed harder than an out-of-work model trying to pay rent, Disney is facing an uphill battle. But why? Why so many people mad about this movie? Because Snow White isn't just a kids movie. Sure, it came out in 1937, but most people remember it from 1994 VHS release. Back then, Disney classics were sacred. Parents paid $26 per tape, about $57 today, to own these films. Kids watched them on repeat until the tapes literally broke inside the VCR. So yeah, people care and they are not happy. Now, let's talk about the woman at the center of this mess, Rachel Zegler. She's playing Snow White. And somehow, she's also become the villain of this entire controversy. Not because she's a bad actress, she's not. Not because she's a bad person, probably not. But because she's been insufferable in every interview about this movie. Instead of embracing the role, she spent the past year trashing the original. The original is so dated, the prince is weird, he stalks her, we didn't do that this time.
With a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
Rachel, if you hate Snow White so much, why are you Snow White? That's like casting someone in a Harry Potter movie, only for them to say, actually, I think wizards are dumb. And then there's the whole feminist update. Instead of the classic fairy tale, we are getting a modern version where Snow White is a strong, independent woman who doesn't need a man.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937.
Here we go again.
That is
She's not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love.
It's a feminism.
She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows
Fine,
she can.
whatever. But sure, let's still call her Snow White. Slap the old title on it and pretend it's the same story. Genius. Disney isn't making something new. They are hijacking something old, stripping it of everything people love, and then acting shocked when fans don't like it. Oh, remember the prince? Yeah, he's gone. Instead, we got Jonathan. Who's Jonathan? No one knows. And apparently, Rachel didn't care much about him either, because she once said, all of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ouch. The evil queen problem. Now let's talk about Gal Gadot as the evil queen. Look, Gal Gadot is gorgeous. We all know this. But she's supposed to be jealous of Rachel Zegler's beauty? Really? Even if you think Rachel is pretty, which she is, this casting makes zero sense. The whole point of the evil queen is that she's aging, insecure, and desperate to hold on to her beauty. Gal Gadot's still a Wonder Woman.
Sorry, I'm late.
Who's buying this jealousy angle? It's like trying to convince people that Ryan Gosling is jealous of some random Instagram influencer. Now the 7 dwarves. Except they're not dwarves anymore, thanks to Peter Dinklage, who complained the original portrayal was offensive. Disney scraped the dwarves and replaced them with the random weird-looking CGI-generated creatures. Instead of giving actual little people jobs, Disney said, screw it, let's just use computers. Brilliant. When the first behind-the-scenes pictures leaked, people thought it was fake. It looked that bad. And the trailer, the CGI is awful. The animals look creepy, the dwarves look worse, and the whole thing has the visual appeal of a bad PlayStation 2 cutscene without the nostalgia. Zegler's casting was already controversial, but her own comments made it worse. She called the story weird and criticized the prince, saying he stalks her, weird. So we didn't do that this time. Fans were furious, accusing her of disrespecting a classic. She later said people misunderstood her, but the damage was done. On-set tensions with Gal Gadot. Reports say Zegler and Gadot clashed behind the scenes due to their political views. Zegler publicly supported Palestinian rights. Gadot, an Israeli actress and former IDF member, condemned Hamas's actions. This led to an awkward on-set moment. Some sources claim Disney is now keeping them apart during their promotional events. Anti-Trump comment backlash. After the 2024 US election, Zegler posted, "I hope Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself may never know peace." This made some people very angry. She later apologized, saying emotions got the best of her. Snow White is failing for the same reason most Disney live-action remakes fail. Instead of making something fans want, Disney keeps forcing unwanted, modern updates into beloved classics. No one wanted a Snow White movie without the prince. No one wanted CGI nightmare dwarves. No one wanted an actress who actively hates the movie she's starring in. Disney has poured over $336 million into this project, so scraping it isn't an option, but unless they pull off a miracle. Snow White is on track to be the biggest box office disaster of the decade, and honestly, they only have themselves to blame. Disney used to be untouchable. They made magic, they made classics, but lately, it feels like they just keep stepping on their own toes. And if they keep this up, it won't long before their own fairy tale comes to an end. But hey, it's Hollywood, baby, where reboots go to die. What do you think? Is Disney completely out of touch, or people just overreacting? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content just like this. It's gonna help us out a lot. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.